ask a question and everyone's sitting there going, because they're just Googling what their opinion should be. Whether it's true or not, we don't know.
They can't anymore. Yeah.
They Google fact check you. There's always that one guy or gal that you hate that when you say, I'm wearing red, and they go, actually, it's crimson, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I Googled it.
Yeah.
Right? Well, now what's everyone doing? ChatGPT, da-da-da, la-la-la. So you went from counting on your fingers to calculator dependent to Googling everything, Google fact checker, so you can be the enlightened one and virtue signal in the room. Now it's ChatGPT, right?
And what is next then? Because we are getting more and more, less and less personal then. We get more stupid. Or what? We don't need to think anymore, right?
No, so people run business. People run businesses and adults run their families. The most meaningful thing you've ever done had no electricity, maybe the lights or something, but it was like this. It was in person. It wasn't like this. This is good technology, but it was in person. The most important deal you've ever closed was not on a Zoom call and was not by text or a meeting. If you go and make decisions at a company we heard of, it was done face to face. It's done with the handshake. So ultimately it's this. So we are as connected as we've ever been. We have the best tools. You're on the other side of the planet right now, and we're having an interview, conversation, high def, all the fancy stuff. So we're using a tool to do that. But we choose not to do that. When I come home, this is off.
That's good.
There's nothing on. I turn it off because I don't need this to play with my beautiful daughter, Anna Capri. I don't need this to go play baseball, Benjamin. I don't need this to talk with my friends. I need it to do work. But I'll tell you on this, no text. I check email 2 times a day. I don't let the tool use me. I use the tool. Same thing with AI. I can do iterative thought, iterative design. I can ask meaningful questions and do better research. I can understand your perspective or perspectives better prior to an interview, maybe learn about your culture. I can use these tools for great. Or I can just make it be my new Google, my new calculator, or my new fingers. So this is our choice on how we use the tool. It's also our choice on how much we use the tool and how dependent we are. Because if little kids see mommy doing this all day, right?
Yeah, of course they do the same.
They do the same. And then if they see dad doing this all day and then doing this all day, and they see mom and dad doing this all day, or
it's horrible.
Doing this all day, they're going to mimic us. So that's our choice. What are we doing with these tools? They're great tools, but are we doing the right things with them?
Yeah, and I can tell you something, because here in Sweden, I am in Sweden, and we have a lot in the news right now about the development that younger children are saying no to the telephone, mobile phone, because they have too much information. So I think that development for hopefully next generation is like, oh, I don't want that. It's like information overload.
I believe that they do, because my son, who's 10, said, he said it a funny way when he was little. He said, I want to invent a phone breaker so people don't go like this all day.
No.
And what he sees is when daddy, this isn't a phone, this is a computer. The important people, see?
Yeah, that one, I would like to have that one again. That's better.
Yeah. Nokia, right? $50.
Yeah.
Guess what? It's a phone. We talk on it. Wow. So would you imagine that a person that has one of these has this off, and if someone needs to talk to me, this is $50, right?
You are such a role model. This is really amazing, because this people need to hear. I hope that it's a development that really gonna be that way.
And I'm in tech, so I should be with all this fancy stuff.
Yeah, but you have so much information. I mean, people that are like me, I'm sitting a lot in the computer, but I also have the mobile phone as a tool as well. But it's so much stuff there on that you have to use it. But then I guess, perhaps the younger generation now do what you do. Buy the no smartphones. Stop the smartphones.
Well,
They're
the
not useful.
smartphones aren't smart. The people are dumb, and the
Yeah.
phone is now their brain.
Yeah, but if you talk more about this, about like with AI, how it rises and everything, also, of course, it has to do the digitalization and mobile phone also. But I'm just curious because people are like, when we talk about uncertainty in future regarding this, you told me about this. There's a lot of positive things you can use with AI. But people say, okay, what about the jobs? What about the privacy? But what about sense of identity? You know, people get stuck in that focus when you talk about AI.
Yeah.
And then I want to go into this about trust. That what is the future of trust?
I want to talk about the job stuff. So I'm going to use America as an example, but there's an equivalent everywhere. Okay.
Yeah, please do.
Not too long ago, when you went to school, college, like my parents' generation, you had to be smart to get into school. And college wasn't for everybody. We go K through 12 here, high school's 9 to 12, and then there's college.